Hello all, I'm Mithun and welcome to a new project. So this project is very special. So a project which is very much trending, a project which is very much in requirement for every developer to learn. So what is the project, Mithun? So today we are going to build a multi agent application. Okay, so again, so this is a mix of a lot of understandings. So many of you would not have heard of these tools and would be hearing these tools for the first time. So no need to worry, stay with me. I will be taking it from the absolute scratch and we will be building an hands-on project which is very much useful for every one of us in our daily life. So that's the whole goal, right? So how to make development interesting? Just build tools which makes your life easier. So those are the best ideas you could build. Okay, so now before going to the level of multi-agent, let's step back and look into the evolution of how things started. So it all started from computers. Okay, again, we all use computers, right? We humans are very much lazy. We cannot work 24 bar 7. We have a lot of restrictions. So that is why we created assistants called as computers, which can increase our productivity. It was a revolution in itself, guys. And the problem with computers was they don't understand what we speak. They understand zeros and ones. So to support that, programming languages, high level programming languages were built, the languages which we use in the daily life for programming, right? So be it Java, Python, JavaScript, these are high level programming languages which are somewhat similar to human language, but they require a separate skill sets. Okay, so that's why not everyone can learn programming language. It's a skill set in itself. Great. So this was very much cool until and unless there was a revolution. Okay, so again, I am not from a generation where people were writing programming language. It was in the 1980s, 90s where programming language, but this is where I started, or I have seen this revolution. That is the revolution of NLP, natural language processing. Again, we all have used Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, which try to understand our natural language. So that is a revolution, right? Natural language processing, where machines need not require special instructions, they require human commands. So it was very much cool. So NLP was very much going very good. Okay, so I was very active researcher in the NLP. So when I was in my college days, and then dropped the bomb of LLMs. Again, we all have witnessed this, where large language models, who are the experts of everything, who are trained with tons of data, came out into market. Great. So this was revolutionary and many are still stuck here. LLMs build something called as chatbots, where you ask a question and you get a response. This was the initial phase. Let's talk about ChatGPT itself. What was it? You give a question, it gives you an answer, end of the conversation. Okay. So this was the first generation of things, chatbot, where you ask a question and it gives you answer immediately. Next came agents. What are agents? Agents don't work on the question answer format. You need to give them a goal, and agents will use something called as tools and accomplish that goal. Okay, again, we'll build a lot of agents. Okay, we are going to build agents and we are going to build tools as well. So there are a lot of tools like search engine tool. Like let's say you give a goal telling that what is trending today, it goes to search engine, analyzes it and gives it to you. Okay, agents are goal based. So this is what we are here presently. Agents are everything, and agents, so again, many visionaries tell us that agents are the biggest thing which has happened to our generation. Okay, so there's a long way to evaluate, but yeah, agents, it's not the future, it's happening and you should be aware of it, and we'll build it in this project itself. Great. Once agents are done, so we started looking into multi agents, which are very much recent. Okay, multi agents and agent orchestration. Okay, again, so multi agents are like, instead of just getting one task, like there might be goals which involves multiple sub goals. So same, Instead of having one agent, we'll have multiple sub agents. And agent orchestration is how to manage this. Orchestration is managing multiple things. Okay, so how to orchestrate these agents. So we are going to look into this part. We are going to use an LLM. We are going to build an agent. We are going to build a tool. We are going to have a lot of agents and we are going to orchestrate it. So that is what we are going to do. Okay, Mithun, what's the project? So I personally face a lot of creative debt when I am writing LinkedIn posts. So that is where I built a project of LinkedIn post generator. Okay, again you might be like, Mithun, we can just go to ChatGPT and ask for the topic and it gives the a post, right? That is what is the mistake we all do. Okay, so it's just a one short thing, right? You give the question, it gives you the answer. Here we are going to divide that into subtask, assign that to multiple agents and make them talk to each other. The first agent will generate the idea. Let's say I give a topic, so they will generate the idea. So the next agent will draft draft the post. It will give you the initial draft, and the third post will format the post to be a trending LinkedIn post. So this is what we are going to look into. And to achieve this, we need a LLM, right? So we are going to use Gemini. To be specific, Gemini 2.0 Flash, which is their flagship model. Okay, so which we are going to use. And then the hero is ADK. How many of you have heard of this? Not many one of you would be heard of this. ADK. You would have heard about SDK, Software Development Kit. Similarly, Google has dropped their Agent Development Kit. Again, so this is this simplifies the whole process. Again, I have built agents manually as well. It's very much hectic. ADK reduces all of that pain. Again, if you just Google ADK, you can see what is Agent Development Kit. Agent Development Kit is a flexible modular framework for developing and deploying AI agents, well optimized for Gemini and Google ecosystem. ADK is model agnostic, develop agnostic, and built for compatibility with other frameworks and orchestrate agent architecture that range from simple tasks to complex workflows. Again, companies are using this. Again, it's not the future, it is the present. By default, now ADK is supporting Python and Java. Again, they will expand the support as well, but for the present scenario, we are going to use Python. Yeah, so we'll be using Python for this, and you can just refer. So there are a lot of tools, agents which you can work with Python and Java. Again, so someone, if you're comfortable with Java, so the syntax just changes but the flow remains the same. Great. So I think the theoretical part is clear. You understood where we are and what we are going to build and how we are going to build as well. So without any further ado, let's get started with the building part. I'm going to create a simple folder. Okay, so where I will keep all of my project, and I will just say ADK demo. Again, don't worry. So I will be giving you all of the code push to GitHub so that all of the resources are with you. No need to worry on the resources part at all. Let me pull the ADK demo here so that all the project files are here and it is very easy for me to share as well. Great. So first thing we'll be doing is that create a virtual environment so all of the dependencies are not conflicting with others. I will say Python 3. I'm going to use Python 3, so you can use any of the versions, but make sure you are in the 3 itself, so these packages get support. Again, to create a virtual environment, I am using VNV. You can use Miniconda, Anaconda. There are a lot of options, and it is specific if you are using Windows, so there are specific instructions. You can follow that. You can read a post or watch on YouTube how to create a virtual environment, so you can get that done part done. Great. So once this is done, so let me activate it. So I will just say vnv/bin/activate. So see, my VNV is active now. I'm going to create one more folder, so where I will create all of my agents. So I will just say ADK example maybe. Yeah, so here I will have all of my files. So let's take it phase by phase. First, I will be having three files: agent.py, where I will write all of the code, and then so I will have a init file, init.py, which is very much simple, right? Which I just say that import the agent from dot import agent. That's it. So it will be the entry point and it will source us to agent.py, and we need env as well, right, to store our secrets again. So you need to install .env as well, so you can just use that package. So here we need to store the Google API key. Okay, Google API key. So for the Gemini, again I just use the term Google API key. You can just say Gemini API key or anything. So getting it is very much easy. Just go to Google Gemini, just Google Gemini API key, and the first link will give you take you to Google AI Studio. The condition here is that you should be signed up to Google Cloud and have one project running. Again, this is all free of cost. Just go to Google Cloud. Okay, so create your account and go to the console and create one project. I have a lot of projects. You can create one project like this. This will be free. Okay, and here on coming, log in with the same account. So and say get API key. Here let me just delete the older ones. You can see the older ones for this project, and just say create API key and search for the project. I will just go with this project, create API key in existing project. Make sure you sign up for Google Cloud. Everything is simple. Let me copy this and paste it here, where I'm going to delete this after the demo. So if you see also it's of no use. Okay, great. So now let's get started. So the first thing is that let me load the dependencies, import OS, and I will say from .env, import load.env. Okay, great. So let's verify if I am able to get it or not in load.env. Again, the problem here is that you should give the path, right? So dot env underscore path is equal to you are not sometimes the relative the absolute path fails. So let's give the relative path itself. I will just say os dot path dot join. Okay, so I'm going to say simply the present path, whatever you have, os dot path dot directory name underscore underscore file. So whatever we have in that, search for .env. Okay, so this will load all of our configurations. And now let me just say API key. I'm going to create a variable API key. So I will just say os dot get env. Okay, there is a env variable called as Google API key. Just get that. Okay, let's try to print it just to verify if we got it or not. I will just say Python 3 inside ADK example run agent.py. No module called .env, so just say pip install .env. Okay, we need to install the dependencies right here. Now if you do, it is giving you the file, the key properly. That means we have the key stored in this variable. Great. Let's just put up a check as well. So if not of API key, if API key is not there, then just raise a runtime error which says missing Google API key. Great. Now let's import our dependencies. So here we have two dependencies. We need to get Gemini 2.0 Flash, right? So for that we have Google Generative AI package, pip Google Generative AI package. Okay, so what it does, it gives you an SDK for Gemini API. Okay, so it says deprecated, but yeah, so we can use it. There's no issue. So let's install this, and we also need to install Google ADK, right? So we need these two packages. So let's say pip install Google generative AI. Okay, and we need Google ADK. So it will install all of our dependencies into our project. It will take a minute or two, so no need to worry on this. And we should know we'll import two packages. So I will just say import Google dot generative AI. Okay, so as gen AI, so it will be very much easy to read. And then import Google dot ADK dot agents. Okay, so here we need two things. So first is LLM agent, okay, to create the agent, and we need to orchestrate as well, right? We'll be using sequential agent to orchestrate as well. Oh sorry, here it is from. We have two modules imported. First is to create an agent, next is to sequelize the agent. Great. Now let's go step by step. The first step is to create tools, right? Our agent needs tools. So let's create tools. We need three tools, right, for three agents. Again, it can be multiple tool as well, but just to keep it simple, we are going to create three tools for three agents. So again, how to create a tool? It is very complex thing? No, it's just a function. That's it. That's how simple it is. So you have heard, right, modular. So everything is modular, broken into pieces. So you need not to worry at all. So first is generate idea. So it will take the topic as an input, which is a string, and it will return a string. Okay, so again let's give a description here. So the description is ask Gemini to brainstorm LinkedIn post idea from a topic. The topic will be given by user. Again, we'll give the instructions later as well. This is a tool instruction, that's it. Okay, let me just first let's say what model. Oh, okay, so before that we need to configure this. So we'll just say, hey gen AI, we need to pass the API key, right? So configure, every time whenever I call a model, just use this API key. That's it. Great. So this is configured. Now like let's specify a model. So we will just say gen AI dot generative model. Okay, so this is generative model, right? You will just say the model name. Model name is, what is the model name? We are going to use is Gemini 2.0 Flash, which is their flagship model, the latest model as of now. They have a lot of models, but yes, this is very much good. So here we will get the response. So the response will come from model dot generate content. So what content it should generate? We are going to pass a f string telling that, hey, brainstorm a creative, okay, LinkedIn post idea on the topic, idea on the topic, and pass the topic. Okay, so let's pass the topic here. Okay, since we are using f string, we can directly pass it as in the flower brackets. Okay, and next we'll say just return the text you have generated, response.text. Great. Similarly, let's copy paste because our other tools also does the same thing, so we can repeat it. Next is our write content, which will generate the draft, right? So write content tool, which takes the idea as an input, and it asks Gemini to expand an outline for a LinkedIn post. So it will give you an outline. Again, we are going to use 2.0. So here we are going to just say, hey, expand the idea into a LinkedIn post draft. Okay, again you are going to pass the idea. Again, see, now these are independent. Next we'll connect them. So next one is format. Okay, so we need to format as the format as a trending LinkedIn post, right? We'll just say as Gemini to format the draft as a trending LinkedIn post. So this is what we are going to say. Again, we are going to use the same model, and here we will just say format the draft as a clean trending is very much important LinkedIn post. Okay, and we'll pass the draft. Again, here the input is draft. Cool. So now we have the tools ready. Okay, so tools cannot do anything, we need to convert them into agents, right? So again, to build agents, we have imported something from the Google ADK, that is the LLM agent, right? We are going to do the same thing. So first is the topic agent. Topic agent. Again, so this is a LLM agent. We are going to just give it a name. So I will name it as an idea agent, which gives us idea, right? And next we'll just say the model. So model is Gemini 2.0 Flash. Nice. You can give the description again. So writing this is very much important, because when you see the output, right, it will be more nice. So let's spend some time here. So brainstorms LinkedIn post ideas. Great. And now here you will pass very important instruction. What is the instruction for this? Spelling should be very much important, because these are named arguments. So I will say call the tool. Okay, so what is the tool name? Call the generate idea tool. Okay, call the generate idea tool with the topic. Okay, with the exact topic you receive. Okay, again, how will it receive? We should tell it. Okay, we'll tell that later. And we'll say this is what you will get and what you should return, and return only. You need to restrict the agent, or else it will just give you some rubbish things as well, like do you want me to expand? No, we don't want anything, just return only the idea. Great. And whatever is the output should be passed to the another agent, right? So before that, let's say tools. What are the tools you will be using? You will be using generate idea as the tool. Great. And then we'll be passing this output as an input to another agent, right? So it is very much important to say output key. What is the output key? The output key is idea here. Great. And that's it. So that is how you create your agent. Very simple. Now in the same way, we need to create another two agents. So let me copy paste. So the next agent will be our draft agent. Again, the name will be the draft agent. So it writes a LinkedIn post draft from the idea. Okay, from the idea it will draft it. Okay, again, so here we will say call the write content tool. Okay, call the write content tool, which will have the idea, and we will say that where idea is the output from the previous step. Okay, previous step. And we'll say and return only the LinkedIn post draft. Great. And we need write content as the tool, and here it will give you a draft. Great. And next, finally, we are going to format this, right? Format agent, and like let's say format. Here this will format the draft into a trending LinkedIn post. Okay, great. So you can create your own tools, or you can import. There are a lot of tools by default you can import, but I need to keep it everything from the scratch, so I'm writing the tools as well. So call this with the draft. Okay, and say where draft is the output from the previous step. Okay, and return only the final trending LinkedIn post. Great. and format draft. Here we'll just say formatted, something like this. Great. So now we have our agents ready. That's it. This is how you create a agent. Now we need to orchestrate it as well, right? So to orchestrate, let me just say we are going to orchestrate this. Very simple. So we will just say this is our root agent. This will call sequential agents. So how to orchestrate it? You will give them, I will give it a name. I will just say LinkedIn assistant, and you need to pass the sub agents. Who are the sub agents? So we have three agents, right? Who are the agents? First is the here we have stored, right? First is the topic agent, then is the draft agent, and next is the format agent. We have told that we need three agents, and sequential means one after the other it will be called. And like, let's give the description. Okay, let's give the description. Takes the user topic, means we need to give the topic, and it will generate the idea, then it will write draft, okay, and then formats as a trending LinkedIn post, okay, and that's it. So we have created the tools. See, three tools, three agents, multi-agent, and we have orchestrated it. Great. Now running this itself is very much interesting. Let me tell you, there are two ways. Okay, we are going to see the two ways. First is the boring way of terminal. Next is UI. And guess what? ADK provides you the UI as well. Like, let's see. So you just say ADK run and the folder where your agents are there, and it asks you for the topic. Just a minute. Yeah, so it says that, hey, just give me I am running the LinkedIn assistant. If you want to exit, just type exit, or else type something. I will just say give me something on CSS Flexbox. Okay, now what happens? It sequentially calls the agents. Like, let's see how it calls. Again, there are a lot of ways to do it, but ADK is something which is very much popular, and if you can build similar projects like this and add to your resume or GitHub, it will be a very good exercise for you. See, first one is that our idea agent has given multiple options, okay, and then it has also told good luck on crafting. And then our draft agent, see, the draft agent has given us the headline, body, everything, but this is not formatted, you cannot directly post it, and it has given key improvements, additions, everything. And our format agent, see, finally formatted it by adding emojis, everything. See, unlock effortless layouts using CSS. Are you still battling with floats and positioning nightmares? Okay, see, this is good, this is cool. And it has also suggested as hashtags, and it has also added a hook or the call to action, share your experience. Okay, this is what is the format of a trending LinkedIn post. Great. So this is how you run in on your terminal. Like, let me exit from this. Now you can run on the UI as well. How? You will just say ADK web. What it does, it starts its own web server. And now if you call this, okay, just go and call this. You need to select an agent. Ours is an ADK example. And now let's take some topic which many struggle, okay, like javascript iffy, right? So everyone will be confused. So let's write something, a post on it. Once you do this, see this beautiful interface, you get it out of free. See what is the events being called, what is the state, what is the session, all of this you will be getting here. And see, first is the generate idea has given you some output. Okay, you can see the output as well here. See, in the event you can see the output, and next the draft agent, the write content agent is drafting. Okay, so you can see all of the events. On clicking on this, you will see what things has happened, everything, what is the request, what is the response, all of this. See, everything is very much clear. Okay, and now format agent is running this, and now it has given you something which you can directly copy paste. See the title, okay, emojis. I didn't specifically told it. It has, it knows what trending post looks like. This one, a quick example, and hashtags. This is so cool, right? So this is how we build a tool which is useful for our daily lives. Again, you can expand your learning, build a lot of agents, read the documentation. Starting is very much important, guys. So I hope this is a very good start for you all, and I will catch you up in the next video with a very good project. Until then, keep learning, keep building, and all of the resources are attached in the description, so you can find it there, and everything is given to you. Thank you all.